All right, we are live once again on YouTube. Welcome everyone to our channel one more time. Today we are going to talk about how do you make a career. Yes, I always talk to you about how you must have multiple sources of income, but today I have a ready-made source of income that I'm going to recommend to you, which is handwriting analysis. And how do you make 1 lakh rupees per month as a handwriting analysis expert and make a career in that? For that, we have the masters of the master in the world, Mr. Imran Baig over here with us. He's our dear friend, one of the best coaches in the world, an international expert on handwriting analysis. Before I bring him on panel, I want you to first write down in the chat window respect and welcome, RNW. Everyone write down respect and welcome for him, because believe me, he's one of the biggest authorities of handwriting analysis in the world. He can take the sample of your handwriting, just a sample of your handwriting, and he can predict what is wrong with your body, which problem of health do you have, for how long do you have that health problem. You may not be able to detect some things from diagnosis of machines, but there are things that he can detect simply by looking at your signature, your handwriting. He can understand your self-esteem frequency. He can understand, are you a good decision maker or a bad decision maker. He can understand whether you're struggling in your relationships or not. He can understand whether you're doing well in your career or not. From my point of view, he's more powerful than an astrologist for two reasons. One, astrologers can do only one thing. They can look at your patrika or your astrological report, and then they can predict your life, right? This astrologer over here, he doesn't even need your patrika. He will look at your basic handwriting and he will predict everything about your life better than an astrologer. That is my guarantee to you. That is my challenge to you. I've seen this man at work. He's an artist at what he does. But the bigger reason why I believe he's bigger than an astrologer is because not only, see, what happens is when you go to an astrologer, you can only help, the astrologer can only help you recognize and predict your life. But can an astrologer change your destiny? Can an astrologer change your behavior? Can an astrologer change your decision making skill? Can an astrologer increase your self esteem? Can an astrologer improve your health? No, he can only make predictions. This man, this artist, this master, this coach, whom I personally look up to a lot, he's not just a good friend, he's a mentor, he's a coach, someone whom I and Indu, we both look up to, is someone who, better than an astrologer, can actually help you change your frequency. Yes, and once you change your frequency, everything changes in your life. But the best part is, today he's not here only to help you improve your frequency. Today he's here to tell you how you can become like him. That's right. Would you like to one day be in a situation where you look at a person's handwriting and you can predict anything about their life, their behavior, their traits, their personality, their characteristics, understanding their emotions, understanding their thoughts, their beliefs? Imagine being able to decode a person's behavior just by looking at a person's handwriting. And best part, imagine being able to help other people to change their behavior, to improve their health, to improve their relationships, career, money. Remember, 4 areas of life, HRCM. Imagine you are being able to do that for other people just like him. The best thing I like about Imran sir is he's generous. He doesn't just hold this knowledge, he's giving away this knowledge to the world so that all of us can also become as good as he is in the science. Although I think master always remains a master, but he's generous enough to share this wisdom with us. So once again, that is why now do you understand why did I say respect and welcome for him? Type in again R and W. Let's invite Mr. Imran Baig. And here we go. Let's get some drum rolls or something over here. All right, everyone quickly say love you, Imran sir, and thank you for your
Thank you.
time. Here we go. Yes, Imran sir, thank
Thank
you
you.
so
Thank
much
you.
for coming, giving your precious time late in the evening. I know it's busy schedule for you, but thank you for taking the time and sharing with our community how they can make a career and become like you. I don't know whether they can become as handsome as you, but at least we can try making a career like you.
Thank you, Mitesh, for all the wonderful words of love and gratitude and respect. And dear community, I'm reading all your text messages there. Thank you for all the love. Super excited to be here. And thank you for being such a wonderful audience and connecting with us at this time of the day. And super excited to share with you all an opportunity how you can learn something which I stumbled upon, and it changed the way I look at myself, and it has changed the way those students who have learned this science and adding value to people's life. Yes, Mitesh.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. So I think the best question that we can start is what is handwriting analysis and why does it have so much power?
Surely, it's a very simple definition. you know, my specialization is as a handwriting analyst. I have this ability of looking into anybody's handwriting or a signature and identifying more than 128 things about them. So when
Wow.
we say this 128 things, we basically cover major dimensions of people's life, starting with how they think, that's their thinking pattern, and next is their relationship frequency, and also what are the fears and defenses they have developed over a period of time, and what are your natural strengths as a individual, and also certain things which are becoming your roadblock to your own success. So these are the things which we identify majorly into this classification, but deep inside of each classification, we have many traits which we understand just by looking at the handwriting and signature.
Did you say 128 things you can understand
Yes,
about me?
yes, I said 128 things.
I
Yes.
don't think even my wife knows 128 things about me. That is truly awesome. Everyone type in awesome in the chat window if you're blown away by what you heard right now. But Imran, I always had this question. How come we say that handwriting has so much power? Because in different parts of the world, in different cultures, there are different languages, and everybody writes differently. So how can we say that? Like, I understand astrology, the star signs are the same, people say, right? The grahas are the same. But handwriting is different in different countries, language is different in different countries. So how do we really say that a human behavior is predicted on paper by what we write? Can you explain that a bit?
Oh, it's a very simple thing, and it's a science, and it's not about my ability or my sixth sense that I'm able to do it. It's a science as simple as hydrogen and oxygen coming together to create water, and if it is working in India, it can work anywhere else in the world.
Right.
So the simple science is it's not your handwriting. To be very, very honest, it's not handwriting. We say handwriting because majority of the population uses hand as a medium to write. I have seen people who write with their mouth, toes, but what actually
Okay.
makes your hand move onto the paper, it's your brain. So it's actually your brain writing. So what
Wow.
we study through your handwriting is the frequency, the vibrations of your brain coming through the neural pathways onto the paper. It is as simple as this. If your heartbeat is evaluated by the ECG, the electrical impulses, because
Right.
we identify the health of your heart just by looking at the impulses it draws, and it is nothing but the lines on the paper. Similarly, handwriting is basically the frequency of your brain onto the paper, and a
Wow.
trained individual like me can identify those lines. So for me, it's not just a letter T or Y or G which you write, it is basically the stroke, which is basically the combinations of lines onto the paper, and that's how it gives away so much of insight into you.
Wow. So let me rephrase this. You're saying our brain, I understand because I'm a law of attraction practitioner. So we have in our neurons our feelings, thoughts, beliefs, and they have frequency.
Yes.
And it's we are not writing with our hand, you're saying. Our
Yes.
neurons are sending messages through our nerves in our hands, and we are writing through that. So what we are
Yes.
writing is actually a reflection of our frequency.
Yes, it is. You got it
Oh,
very well, and thank you for making it very simple for the audience out there. Yes, it's true, and we use neural pathways. So it's a simple science. Like if you have a mosquito bite on your body, you exactly know which part you have a discomfort. That means that's the level the communication the brain has with your entire body. So
right.
similarly, when the brain wants to communicate about the deepest fears, some of the limiting belief systems we have developed over the period of time, some of the phobias, some of the areas which we definitely need to work upon. All these are the mental blocks, and when we read somebody's handwriting, we are able to identify that using certain letters. And
Wow.
as you asked me rightly, yes, in the world, people write different scripts, different languages, but the research is done on the Latin script. So Latin script, you might be writing French, you might be writing German, English. All
Right.
this is based on the Latin script. So for us, any handwriting in the Latin script is doable.
Wow.
But even in India, we have regional languages. We may not be able to identify 128 things looking at the regional languages, but we do have something called as the macro analysis. We apply certain methodologies even in regional languages to identify certain core elements. So the idea is, Mitesh, that what can I do to connect with people around me? And even if they are not able to write English, we still find a way to connect with them, because when your brain speaks, language is not a barrier. It's
Wow.
pure emotions. It's an individual there
Wow. So
behind
I'm
those
blown
lines.
away. I'm going back a minute ago before what you said. My mind is still there. Are you saying what I'm writing on paper is my feelings? Like
Yes.
what I feel is what I write, and that's how I write. And
Yes.
the way I think is how I write?
Yeah, because see, how does your brain operate? It's purely everything is chemical, right? You
Right.
being happy is a chemical. You being sad is a chemical. So
Yes.
what is happening is when we actually do the reverse thing, like when we make changes in our handwriting, we are sending the same frequencies back through the hand using the
Right.
neural pathways and the muscles, and it is actually stimulating certain parts in your brain, helping the brain to release certain chemicals, which brings in behavioral change, which brings in the perspective change, and that's why we have seen people healing themselves, because when you make your mind and brain healthy, it actually takes care of your body. So a healthy
Wow.
mind cannot have a diseased body. So that's how it works.
Wow. So everyone type in blown away in the chat window if you're blown away that your feelings are coming on your handwriting, your thoughts, your beliefs are coming on your handwriting. And you said something interesting. You said it's like a ECG, like how
Yes.
ECG is the same. It's a scientific instrument that reads our heart rate.
Yes.
And doctors can take that and read. Like for me, when you give me an ECG report as a normal human being, I can't make any sense out of it. I'll just see lines. And
Ji.
you're saying our handwriting is exactly like an ECG, except the ECG is about your heart, but the handwriting is about our brain coming on the paper. And you're saying you have the expertise to read 128 things about a human being looking at that handwriting.
True. Because, yeah, rightly said, a normal human being like me and you cannot comprehend the lines on the paper, which is ECG, but a trained medical professional can actually identify to an extent that they will decide what type of treatment to be given. Do I need to be, any emergency to be taken care of? Because ECG is the first-hand information about your heart. Any emergency, anybody gets admitted to the hospital. True.
Wow. So one part is prediction. Chalo, I can understand now that this is a science and I can look at a person's handwriting. You can look at my handwriting and predict things which I don't want to tell my wife about, maybe 128 things. But after you predict, what then? Like,
Yeah.
can you do
The
anything
right
about that
word,
prediction?
yeah, Mitesh, the right word would be, yeah, predicting. I love to use the word, identification or analyzing. So when
Okay.
we analyze handwriting, because, when we analyze a handwriting, we are basically identifying all the possible, frequencies which are generating onto the paper. And just to give you an insight, see, when I look into your handwriting right now, if I have seen any of the lines or any signature, or maybe you just drafted few notes before this, call, what I can identify is your thinking pattern. Most of us don't know how you decide things. Most of you don't know what is your pattern of learning new things. You don't know how you process information. So imagine handwriting analysis is not about identifying and understanding others in your life. For me, it's more on your self education.
Wow.
Because as a handwriting analyst, this is my, the go-to moment. When I realize it's not about others, it's about me. The best of education I can have in the world is education of my own self.
Absolutely.
I
Understanding myself.
True. I meet people who are, they use this highly irresponsible statements. They say, Imran, I don't know why I get so angry. Imran, when I get angry, I don't know why I'm not able to control. I know I say things, I don't really mean to say it, but I say it. Can you see that it's highly irresponsible statement people make? You need to really know yourself. You need to know what triggers you. You need to know what is your, anchor. You need to know what is happening.
Wow. So I stand corrected here. Everyone write down it's analysis, not prediction. So an astrologer can predict it may happen, it may not happen. But what you're saying is it's like an ECG machine. It's this is data which we are
Yes.
analyzing and we can
Yes.
actually accurately say, if I may use the word, not predict,
Yes,
but
please.
accurately say this
Yes.
is what a person's thinking pattern is because this is how their handwriting is. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
And
That's
if
why
I
we
could
are.
study that, I could understand myself better, not just other people.
Yes, please.
Wow. How many of you would love to understand yourself 108, 128 times better? Type in me in the chat window if you're interested in that. This is just crazy. So now that I understand this information and I can analyze myself accurately, scientific data saying this means this about me, this is how I'm thinking. Now I understand why I get angry. Now I understand why I feel low. But what do I do with this information now that I've analyzed it?
Yeah. See, for example, most of us are not aware about, how you learn anything. See, some of you learn by demonstration. You learn when you see a PPT, when you see a script which has been shared with you or a documentation. So you need to really understand what is your process of learning anything. So if you can
Right.
crack this, you will can learn effortlessly. So we classify people into many thinking patterns. Like you might be a cumulative person, a person who will take little time to understand things, to comprehend things. But once you learn, your retention is very strong. So if you understand all these abilities of yours, you will not give up on yourself. You will not think that you're a dull student because you're taking time to understand things. But what you
Wow.
need to really understand is you might be taking more time to learn, but you tend to retain it for a long time. Imagine if I tell you that your natural abilities, you have an amazing coordination between hand and the mind. So you can choose a career which is effortlessly coming to you. You can be a surgeon, cooking, or arts, craft, anything to do with the hand. You're going to be amazing because that's your forte, that's your strength,
Yeah.
inner strength.
Wow. So I can actually make changes to my mind now because you said my feelings, thoughts, beliefs through my neurons. My neural pathway comes on my handwriting. So my frequency is projected on my handwriting, literally, right? My
Yeah.
feelings, thoughts, beliefs, and actions, FTBA. So if I change my handwriting here, as per you, it changes back in my neurology. It changes my frequency. Is that true?
Yeah. Definitely, because I have seen people, changing their self-esteem, the way they think about themselves,
Wow.
the internal conversations they have for them about themselves. I've seen people changing that, and you know what? That is the first go-to thing which I will ask anybody to do. That can you please change the way you talk to yourself and the way you look at it in your own eyes? And the self-esteem part is the major, path-breaking
Yeah.
graphotherapy anybody can change, because I've seen people, the way they are attending interviews today, they're making business deals today, and the way they look up their own self, their roles in the organization, the way they manage the leadership role. So everything is changing because you change that, and it's possible by changing handwriting. Yes.
Wow. How many of you would love to make changes in yourself simply by changing your handwriting? Type in yes in the chat window. I'm a big yes for this. If I can simply change my handwriting and change myself, why not? That would be amazing. But how much time does it take to change that amount of time?
It depends upon person to person. See, what we need to really understand is each individual has his own resistance levels.
Yes.
You have your own mental blocks, and we all have our own filters to do it. So, on an average, we have seen people in less than 21 days of time to see changes. I've seen people in less than 2 days of time, bringing in changes in their frequency.
Wow.
And just today, I was just concluding a session, and people said, Imran, now the way I'm, attending sessions, what has changed is I'm no more reacting, I'm responding. Can you see that's such a mature way of looking
Wow.
at things? I don't react anymore, I respond to people. So all these are the changes people can create using graphotherapy,
Wow.
which is nothing but a scientific way of making changes in the way you write certain letters to influence your subconscious mind.
Wow. And this is scientifically acknowledged. I mean, this is scientifically been recognized all over the world
Yes,
as a
there are a
science.
lot of
Can
yeah,
you
there are a
tell us
lot
a
of
little
research
about that?
data there are a lot of research data which is available. One of the things which I constantly keep quoting is UCLA, University of California, Los Angeles. In the year 1991, they did a research where they were just observing one small movement change in your index finger alone had a huge impact in the way it was brain was getting stimulated.
Wow.
And the research goes back to the dates where we have seen people who do meditation, they do jhana, they do a lot of rudraksha movement, and it is
Right.
basically the index and the thumb which is actually moving, and it has a lot of significance in the way we actually hold our pen and the way we
Wow.
write it also, and the way people draw rangoli, the way we do a lot of things. Basically we have lost touch into all these traditional things which is part of our existence, but we need scientific validations to tell people to get back to writing.
Absolutely. But I think the biggest validation is always in stories, right? So would it be possible for you to share us with some like mind-blowing one or two stories of people who used handwriting analysis with you and you were able to help them to change something drastic in their life? Like for an example, I think once you told me that it can help with children who have that mental problem. What is it called again? Did you say?
Yeah, we have something called as dysgraphia. Uh, Dysgraphia is basically a disability most of the children currently are experiencing right now, and I'm sure the parents and the teachers can relate to this. I'm sure all the parents, your child is awesome orally, right? The child can tell you the answers. You ask the question, the child answers it. But the conflict between the teacher and the parent is the teacher says only when your child writes I can give you the marks, right? And the parent says, "Ask my child; he knows everything." But the teacher says, "You have to write." So you need to have this in children that when you have to write, and most of the kids nowadays are experiencing something called as dysgraphia, which is a learning disability
Wow.
in terms of writing, where the child knows the answer, but when it comes to writing, he misses these spellings, he misses words in the sentence, his sentences
Right.
are incomplete, and that's how you lose his marks. So this is
Wow.
from comes to children's perspective. For adults' perspective, we have something called as writer's cramp, where the coordination between the hand and the mind is fading away. And I'm sure a lot of the audience in the session today, when you're writing, when somebody looks at you, you tend to get very conscious. And the more conscious you get, the more difficult for your hand to move onto the paper.
Yeah,
Like if
true.
four people are watching your sign, you will have, you will not even move your hand there. So that's the thing which we need to really, because the coordination between the hand and the mind is fading away. We need to actually bring that back.
Wow, amazing. So now coming to the most important message of the day that people are really waiting for. Is it really possible? Like, I have no idea what the science is right now. And if I start learning with you today, is it really possible for me to build a career out of it, make something like 1 lakh rupees a month by practicing this, not only on myself, but also helping other people and making a difference in other people's life? Is that
Yeah,
possible?
it's a very valid question because I'm sure all the people who are watching this and you have this question in your mind. Yes, Imran, it's a beautiful skill. Yeah, I get that. But how can I make a way of life out of this? And I like to tell you my own story. I'm a handwriting analyst. I've been analyzing handwritings, showing people what I can do. But you know what? In the process of analyzing handwritings, I accidentally ended up saving somebody's life. And that was my life changing moment where I started looking at this as a career, because what I realized is, dear friends, the world needs you. The world needs you, because I realized there's so many people who need help, but they are not the people who will come and ring the doorbell of your home. So
Mm,
how about being available to people? How about using this science to help people to understand themselves?
wow.
Imagine the type of value addition you can do. Imagine the type of support you can create in people's life. We talk about happiness nowadays, we talk about being contained right now. And even if you consider yourself as a happiness coach, even if you consider yourself as a counselor, you know what, in a traditional approach towards counseling, what happens is you need multiple sessions with a client just to gauge and just to understand, just to have the rapport build up, and also the creating a trust ratio. But what if I tell you, you meet the client even before the client starts speaking, you know what the client is experiencing as a
Right.
challenge, where the mental block is, why the child, the individual is not able to create a breakthrough in his life. And if you can add value there, and you know what, this is a go-to skill, this is a go-to career in the current scenario where the world is experiencing stress at an unimaginable level, because we call it as stress. It's, and nowadays, Mitesh, the most highly used and misused word is depression. Every
Mm,
single person wants to say, I'm depressed, I'm not able to handle this, I'm stressed out. But do you really know what exactly is happening inside of you? And this is
wow.
what we do as a handwriting analyst. And as a career, if you can actually spend time making people aware about their potential, about their strengths, and support them in just the biggest key is the power to change your life is inside of you. Now imagine, as a handwriting analyst, if you can make people present to this power,
Wow.
and people are willing to pay anything, because I've seen people ready to pay as much money as they want, because they know the power of it, they know they're able to get the benefit of it. So it's not just about money. If you have a sense of contribution to the society, if you have a sense of giving back to the people in your life and the people around you, I think this is a go-to career, because easy to learn, easy to apply, no
Wow.
side effects, and no any other thing.
Wow. So easy to learn, no side effect, and we can still help people. So let's do it this way. Let's do a rapid fire round about what people can really do when they become handwriting experts and what kind of difference can they make in other people's life as a career out of this. Is this okay? Can we play a quick game with you? So everyone
Yep.
ready for a Karan Johar style handwriting frequency rapid fire round? Everyone type in rapid fire in the chat window quickly and let's see how fast Imran sir goes and whether we can get a drum roll for him in the beginning. Ready everyone? Let's go. So first question. Using handwriting, when people become handwriting analysis with you as a career, is it really possible for them to make something like 1 lakh, 2 lakh rupees a month over a period of time in this career?
Surely, the best thing, the what you need to really consider is that, imagine you can invest only 4 hours in a week and create awesome amount of money for yourself. Because I have seen my own students charging per client 25,000 rupees to analyze their handwriting and give them a graphotherapy, structured graphotherapy for 30 days of practice, and supporting them 3 times, over the period of 30 days, and it's possible. Yes.
So it's possible. Perfect. Can they, when they make a career out of this with you, can they help anybody understand their strengths, their weaknesses, including their children, their friends, their colleagues, maybe even in organizations, their subordinates? their clients? Can they help others understand their strengths and weaknesses?
Definitely, the answer is a big yes. I have seen people using this in corporate world, supporting in better recruitment, better placement, identifying job profile, and understanding the personality profile, bringing the sync between the both. I've seen people helping in relationship because you're actually helping people understand better compatibility. I've seen people using handwriting analysis in career identification. You can support individuals in identifying what are the natural abilities are, and they can
Wow.
make a better career choice. And the best part is you can help people come out of certain challenges related to health, which are unexplained. Like some people have unexplained pains, unexplained discomfort. They go to doctor, they get all the tests, everything is normal, but they're still not able to get out of that,
Wow.
discomfort. So our understanding is a healthy mind cannot have a diseased body, and this is one of the ways of helping people.
Wow. So, next rapid fire question. Is it possible for them that once they become handwriting analysts with you in their career, they can actually help people improve other people's health? Literally?
Yes, definitely yes. That's the way forward.
Wow. So, you can actually, everyone, you can actually help others improve their health. Can they also help others improve their relationships, attract a life partner, or if they're already married, improve their relationship with their life partner? Is that also possible?
Yes, because if you can make people introduce themselves or identifying their own potential, many things unfold, and definitely, reaching out and creating a new career, creating a new relationship, and rewiring your existing relationship possible.
Wow, amazing. So here's what we're going to do. First, I think from my point of view, it's a big win. How many of you agree Imran sir wins in this rapid fire round? If yes, I'm going to give a big round of applause for them. So everyone type in clap, clap for him in the chat window. And now, if any of you have any questions, you are also welcome to ask questions. That as a career, if you had to become a handwriting analyst, what question do you have in your mind? What curiosity do you have in your mind while we are starting right now? While some of you are putting your questions over there, Imran sir, thank you so much. This is going amazing. I'm blown away by the information that you're getting. I wish we had more time, but if people had to take the first step to become a handwriting analyst, because like to become a doctor takes 5, 6, 7 years, sometimes 10 years, right? How long do you think it becomes takes to kind of become a handwriting analysis? Someone like you, how long would it take? Would it take me 2 years, 3 years?
No, you will be surprised. My invitation to all of you would be to come join me over a weekend where I will first help you to experience this on a first-hand basis. I will help you to identify close to 45 different things about your own handwriting, about your own personality. I'll also share some of the things which you need to change in your handwriting, and
Wow.
I'll train you in such a way that in less than a weekend's time, you will be able to analyze anybody's handwriting in less
Whoa.
than 10 minutes of time.
Whoa, that's a big claim. Hold on. Can you repeat that last part?
I can help you to learn this science in such a way in less than a weekend's time. You can analyze anybody's handwriting in less than 10 minutes of time and speak 45 things about them. And that's the first step which you can take.
Are you saying you're going to give this away in the first session?
Yes, I'm going to do that. That's what we do because to get confidence, I'll first help you to analyze your own self and I'll ask you to pick up anybody's handwriting with your family and friends, total strangers, pick up the phone call, read out their analysis to them, and ask them to tell you out of 100 what is the accuracy they will think about their analysis, and you'll be blown away. And my students go not less than 98 and 100, so that's the idea.
You're saying after the first session, if these people who are watching us on YouTube live right now, when they come for your first session and they check the handwriting of their family, their friends, they'll be able to get a 95% accuracy on the analysis of that person's behavior.
Yeah. Because what I'm going to do in the session is I do a training which is over a weekend, and I'm going to be sharing with you my 17 years of experience, and that is what is going to be the icing in the cake. And go ahead, you can join me directly and connect with me with the next live session I'm doing, and the link is going to be
Wow.
shared into the chat box. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ransar. So I'm going to share that gift with all of them right now. This is your gift, everyone. The first lesson of handwriting analysis course, completely free for you. It's miteshkhatri.com/hf. Indu is already right now putting that in the chat window. But while this is coming in the chat window, because this is a gift for all of you, you should celebrate. So all of you, please type in the word celebrate in the chat window. Let's have some fun over there at the time, because what a big heart Imran sir has. He's giving us this first lesson absolutely free. Thank you so much, Imran sir, for this lovely gift.
Because
Thank you so
just to
much.
give you a little insight, the first lesson which people are getting is my signature masterclass. So I'm going to open up all the secrets about signatures. So those of you want to feel this, experience this, go ahead www.miteshkhatri.com/hf, where I'm going to be giving you a signature masterclass where you will have an in detail insight into anybody's signature in
Wow.
just less than of 90 minutes of your time. So that's the
Wow.
first thing. So go ahead. And those of you think, Imran, I'm already, bought what you're saying. I'm with you on this. I want to get connected with you. You can also join my weekend program where I'm going to be training you. I'm going to be giving you an e-certificate. And the best part is I'm going to be sending across physical course material for you so
Whoa.
that you can practice graphotherapy. I'm going to help you to choose the right pen because there is a science behind choosing the pen which you're going to be writing.
Right.
And that is something which is going to change the way you do it. And if you want to do that, we're also going to be sharing a link with you all. You can get started here.
Perfect. So here's what I'm doing. So for everyone's help over here, there are two links that here. You will now see it right below my screen. This is a surprise. So the first link is the first lesson free, miteshkhatri.com/hf, which is a signature masterclass that you're giving away completely as a bonus. But those of us who are 100% committed saying, I'm ready to start. How many of you are ready to start to become an handwriting analysis? I'm ready. And I guarantee next lesson, I'm attending live with Imran sir, the next weekend batch. I think that's on what date as of now, as people are watching us live right now?
Okay, so we're doing the live session on 14th, 15th, and 16th of April, and
Okay.
that is going to be a paid program where I'm going to give you, the first step into understanding more than 45 different things into anybody's handwriting, more than 21 days of graphotherapy material which you're going to be practicing,
Wow.
stationery, everything. So if you are already there, Imran, if you're, I'm already committed to join my mission to help people to make them realize their potential. So I
Wow.
invite you, go ahead, take the jump, join me in the live training program. Sign up right now by using the link join HF1. No, Imran, I want to experience. Can you give me a little small window, a sneak peek into the world of graphology and signature analysis? Go ahead, use the link HF, where you get a 90 minutes access to me, where I'm going to be teaching you anybody's signature you can look into and identify to start with your own
Wow.
self, just to get the energy and the feel. I'll also make you write certain letters to change and experience graphotherapy right away in the 90 minutes of a classroom. So you have two
Wow.
opportunities. I'm sure you're going to make the right choice for yourself. I'm going to look forward to share this knowledge because one Imran cannot do this alone. I have a commitment. I want to be available to all the people in the world who need our support because अफसोस करना सबसे आसान चीज होती है. When somebody takes a drastic step, we always feel sad about not able to reach out to them, not being available to them. Now, can we take on a commitment, learn a skill, which is not just going to be self-help, but also can help others? You know what?
Wow.
This is how I look at any skill, Miteji. If you can learn a skill, it has to do three things for you. One, it has to help you. Number two, the skill should be good enough to help others.
Yes.
Number three, you should be able to monetize with the skill. So let me take an example of swimming. If the first step of swimming is you're learning, and that's going to help you to experience water. It's going to help you to save yourself from water. Number two, if you know swimming, you can actually help others in distress. Number three, you can teach swimming and make money out of it. So can you see that? Look at this as a skill. Come explore yourself first, then help others in the process, make money because that's the way forward.
Wow, amazing. So just clarifying to all of you, the first link that you see, miteshkhatri.com/hf, that's for those people who are still not sure whether I should make a career in this or not. You want to taste it, you want to feel it, it's a gift. First lesson, free. Go for it. But those of you who are ready, saying, no, I want to make a career in this is amazing. In the first conversation, I'm sold, saying, boss, I want to make a career in this. How many people like that over here? Type in career. Type in career if you're ready to make a career in this. I am. Then meet me with Imran sir in the next weekend batch, which I think, again, to repeat the date, it's happening
It's
on.
on 14th, 15th, and 16th of April. And those of you sign up for my, HF Join HF1, that is my life training program. I'm going to send across this beautiful kit, all that you need to get started as a handwriting analyst. So that's a big bonus. So if you join right now, go ahead, make a payment, sign up, or meet me in the masterclass.
Perfect. So either we can meet in the masterclass, which is free, the first lesson is free, or you can directly join the whole course, join HF1. And the course fees, if I'm understanding, is actually more than 20,000 rupees. But because we are live here, you've got a special offer for us. What is that again?
It's only 5,000 rupees plus the
Oh,
GST of 900. So it's only
wow.
5,900. You get physical course material, you get live training with me, you get
Crazy.
e certificate, and you get a lifetime access to all my recorded videos. And you get to meet me every Thursday where I can answer your queries ongoingly. Yeah, when you come into my
Wow.
community, you'll meet my students who have been connected with me from past 10 years now. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So are we also getting a certificate for this?
Yes, you
The
get
level
an
one
e-certificate.
certificate?
Yeah.
Perfect. So everyone ready for a certification? I am. I'm going to be there on 14th of April. Are you with me? Everyone type in with you on 14th of April. Thank you so much, Imran. This has been so much fun. I'm loving this because it's not just about learning, it's also about teaching. Like I'm by heart, I think you will relate with me. By heart, I'm a teacher. Right? And
Yes.
there's nothing more amazing as an experience to make money than from teaching. Like there are so many sources of making money right now. We can make money just sitting at home right now doing trading and stocks. But somewhere that satisfaction is not there in just making money sometimes. But this is such a beautiful profession where we can teach, we can make people happy, we can improve their HRCM just by handwriting and still make money. I think this is a win-win and very satisfying as a profession. So I invite every single one of you to join me, to join Imran sir in our community, become coaches like us, help people make money, but most importantly, make this world an amazing place with a much higher frequency. Anything else that you want to say to our entire community before we leave, Imran sir?
Yes, please. I'm super excited to meet you all. And trust me when I say this, you're going to be blown away with the type of value you're going to be receiving in the program which we are conducting on 14, 15, and 16. So if you're already signed up, after you complete your payment, there's a Google form for you to fill up and confirm your shipment address so I can send you this physical material. And the best part is to make your journey more easy, you'll be assigned a handwriting facilitator who is a very senior student of mine who is going to be helping you to do your graphotherapy on a regular basis to develop a new habit. And my commitment is 500 times more value than whatever you're going to be investing. So if you're investing 5,000 plus GST of 900 rupees on your own self, I'm going to give you 500 times more value, giving you a personal facilitator who's going to help you to do your graphotherapy, life, training program from my side, and all the things which you need. The idea behind this is, see, this is a divine work. If one analysis of yours can save one life in your entire career as a handwriting analyst, I think you have done your job. Okay,
Amazing.
this is how I look at it. And when it comes to money, I have a very beautiful relationship with money. I tell you this, if you're a good human being, it's your moral responsibility to be rich. Because if you're a good human being, if you have money, a lot of good work will happen. And this is a more divine way of making money because you're making people present to their abilities, present to who they are. And in the process, it's a win-win-win-win situation for
Wow.
everybody.
Imran sir, did you say that when people join only for 5,000 today, which is a huge discount that you're offering all of us today, plus taxes, they actually get a personal facilitator who will connect with them and help them do their graphology and practice in the level one itself?
Yes, Mitesh, because I have experienced this. People don't do anything if there is no system and there's no supervision.
Right.
So to give you a system, I have given you physical course material. So there is a system, you know what to write, what to read, what to apply. And to supervise it, we have given you somebody from our team who is going to be helping you to do that. So that's a beautiful way of getting the best value of your investment. And
Whoa.
nobody does this on a online phenomena, physical
Nobody.
course material, and a mentorship, and also the live program.
Wow, guys, you're not just getting the course, lifetime access to videos, weekly access to Imran sir. You're getting a personal facilitator for you, who's one of his senior students, who's going to help you do your practice of graphology and handwriting analysis. This is mind blowing. How many of you are ready with me? Type in me in the chat window. I'd love to know who all of you are coming on 14th of April to be with me directly for the first step. Of course, you can still come for the masterclass, which is free, but I'm directly coming for the first step. Before we go, would it be okay, Imran sir, if we can quickly share with them a result of one of your students who's already
Yeah.
become a facilitator of
Yes.
handwriting and already started making money, right? Is she at level three or master practitioner?
No, she's a master practitioner right now.
Yeah, so she's a master practitioner and she's already started making money with handwriting. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to share this small video with all of you. Here we go. This is Sandhya.
Is I lost my brother 5 years before to analysis, and professionally I have done 102 analysis and 40 free analysis. and I have reached 3.2 lakhs. So I have earned
That
3.2
is
only
amazing.
through analysis, and I'm very happy to do that. And
Wow,
people
this
were
is amazing. This is amazing. Congratulations to Sadhya. Everyone type in congratulations to her. So Imran sir, if I can ask just one few last more questions. If you had to count approximately, I'm sure you must be having data, but I'm asking you on the go right now. If you had to collect all your students who are already making money as handwriting analysts in career, together in total, I know you make a lot of money as a handwriting analysis, but you're a senior person. You're one of the best in the industry. So you making big money is not a surprise to us. But your students collectively together, first of all, how many such people have become handwriting analysts and they've made a career out of it?
Yeah, you will be surprised. We are almost crossing 1 crore rupees as a total income of
Wow.
all our handwriting analysts who are professionally practicing this collectively.
Your
Okay.
students collectively have made 1 crore?
Yes.
Whoa. I'm in. How many of you are in to be part of that 1 crore? It's a bigger pie. It's a much, much, much bigger market. His students have already tapped about 1 crore part of that market. I'm sure there is hundreds of more crores out there because there are so many people whom we can help and at the same time make a difference and make money too. Thank you so much, Imran sir. That gives us a lot of hope. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Looking forward to see you on
The best
14th.
part is, no matter which part of world you are in, you can still do the program because those of you can not access the hard material, you get the online material. We have a beautifully structured platform for you, and if you can use internet, be there on the Zoom, you're good to go. That's all you need. Okay, so don't
Perfect.
worry about the material, don't worry about anything else, support system, based on your availability of time and the zones, because I have students spread across all over the world. So if you're from US, you get a support team who is going to manage who are from US so that they match up with the team time zone. But my
Amazing.
sessions will happen on the India time. That's a small alignment you need to do because we have larger audience who are, from this part of the Asia who are attending the classrooms. But don't worry about it. Go ahead, take the step, because when Mitesh has invited me into this community, it goes without saying that Mitesh is highly committed towards you receiving the value. Mitesh is somebody who has already felt, experienced this science, and there's a reason I am sharing this, divine space with him, because he's highly committed to his community that anything which can add value to your existing life, he's
Absolutely.
all in there. So Mitesh, thank you so much for
Thank
having
you.
me here. It's my pleasure to share this space with you. And thank you for calling me your friend and mentor and also a business partner. That really means a lot. And
Absolutely.
together, I share your passion and I'm committed to stand by your values and your commitment to your community.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Please type in love you to Imran sir before we go. And those of you who want to meet Imran sir again, please make sure that you quickly subscribe right now. Like the video, share this video with at least 4 or 5 friends of yours who want to make a career in something like this. Subscribe and hit the bell icon because only then you get access to the next video. That's when you come to know who's coming next, which next live topic are we doing. So once again, before we go, thank you very much, everyone. Let's say bye to Imran sir one more time. Say love you to him. Thank you so much again, Imran sir, for spending time with us. Thank
And
you.
can we say good news for all the platinum members to reach out to us, because we have an amazing news for the platinum members about
We
the
do.
program we just discussed.
Oh, yes. Okay. So, all the platinum members, please make sure that you reach out to Imran sir's team. And if you've not already got access to him, reach out to me on the community. We'll tell you what it is about. There's some extraordinary news for all of you. Thank you, Imran sir, again. Everyone, see you soon. First step of making a career in handwriting analysis. I'm super excited. I promise you, I will see you there and we will learn together on 14th of April. See you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.